Hey guys, it's Coingus here, and today, we're doing something else. It's a command block tutorial. I've never done these before. Alright, so I did a lot of research on my video, and I found two videos that were really helpful. One was Simply Sark, and one was Sir Bob. Yeah, so they were both really helpful. They both talked about how the elevator is supposed to go up and down by teleportation. I'll explain that a little more after. And yeah, they were pretty helpful. The only problem was that since they were in 1.12, some of the mechanics changed, and so I made this video tutorial is basically on, it's kind of like an updated version on theirs, because I implement new commands from 1.13 into the elevator thing. So links in the description, I want you to check them out, and yeah, they were really helpful. Thanks. Alright, so let's start off. You're gonna need a command block, a repeating command block, a chain command block, a lever, a stone button, or any button of your choice, a redstone comparator, any sign, any block of your choice, and something, I guess, transparent like glass, or something that's different from your main block. The way these elevators work is that they use a shulker and an armor stand. Now, you don't see the armor stand right now, but if we go into spectator mode, I can't type today. Or if we go into spectator mode, you see this invisible armor stand right here. See? So basically, the reason why we use an armor stand and a shulker is that basically you can stand on a shulker, so that shulker has a hitbox just like a block, so you can stand on it, you can ram into it, anything. The reason why I added an armor stand is because a shulker cannot be teleported in small increments, because usually it's stuck to a block. So if I summon it right here, where would it go? It goes to the side. That means that you can't actually teleport it up, because then it would just lock onto another block. So basically what you would need to do is use an armor stand. Let me summon one that's not invisible real quick. There we go. So this is the same one. Let me just go this way. So this is the same one, but with an armor stand. So yeah, when you teleport this up, this shulker goes up as well. And so I'll be explaining that a little more later. But basically, when it goes down, the shulker goes down as well. And if you like break this armor stand, then like you're doomed. So that's why you should have, like, see, you should make these things invulnerable, just in case. When you make this thing invisible, it also becomes invulnerable. So basically, it's summon an armor stand. That's, I guess, at that location. No gravity, so it doesn't fall. Tags is elevator 1, or it should be what's it called? It should be just elevator or whatever. You put a whatever tag you want. The passengers is a shulker. See, that's this thing right here. So whenever this thing moves as well. Let's say if I go to TP, let's say TP here. I can't do commands right now. Alright, so if I TP here, right? Now, if I teleport this armor stand, TP at E, oh, god dang it, I can't type today. Tag elevator 1. Then it moves this as well. Oh, and it also moves. When I made it 4 blocks high. The way I built my elevator, it was 4 blocks high and then a roof. Now, I did that because when you added levitation, it would go up to that height, and then I just extended 2 more blocks in the air. Alright, so I spawned the shulker right on here. The way I do it is that you can do set block, and then you get these coordinates. Alright, and so now you do TP into that coordinate, and if it works, then we're good. See, it works now. Alright, so what you want to do is that you would want to copy it or something. The trick to making these elevators quickly is that you do the crouch and middle mouse button so you can get the MBT, or the data stored inside the command block. So basically what you want to do is that you'd want to copy this and then go here and what's it called, summon an armor stand at that location, so it's up here. So when we press the button, it should be up here. And note that I recommend you don't make the armor stand invisible, because you can see what's going on. You break this block and then it's like that. So yeah, basically when you hit this, you also crawl, which is actually a pretty cool thing, you know, you can do that. Alright, so basically what you'd want to do is that you'd want to have a repeating command block. So this repeating command block, let's just put it right here for now, alright? So 2 repeating command blocks and a lever. Alright, so those 2 command blocks, the repeating command blocks, are gonna be for going up and down. So they're gonna use certain tags, teleporting entities with certain tags up or down. So like, if I had a chicken, let's say, with the tag up, and the repeating command block said teleport at E, tag up, like let's say up by 1, then it's just gonna be teleporting, teleporting, teleporting. We're gonna be using that for the elevator, so the lever can be switched on and off whenever it wants. Let's label this up, let's label this down. Alright, so we know what to do. Now, remember when I told you to do whatever tag you want? My tag is elevator, alright? So this armor stand right here is an elevator. You don't have to worry about the shulker, just the armor stand. So that's elevator 1. Let's do down first. So basically, you'd want to teleport the armor stand down by -0.1. The reason why it's 0.1 is so it can go down slowly, but also it's smooth. So execute at E, armor stand, tag down. What I did was that when you got a selection, so let me make this block higher. And so let's add buttons. I do down, stop, up. Now, basically, something I forgot to tell you is that you should always do command block output false because of the repeating command blocks and how much output they always, like, you know, how much text they always output. Wait, this is going down, so why don't we stop that? Well, so we can always remove that tag, add down. Now, tag at E, tag, elevator, remove down. Alright, so let's press down. This just goes down, right? It's pretty smooth. And then when you press stop, it stops. We can do the same thing with up. You'd want to do the same thing as this one right here. You see this? It says teleport at E, execute at E, all of this, but you change all the tags that say down to up, and instead of a -0.1, you're just going to do 0.1. And so that means it goes up. Oh, and it's oh god. How unfortunate, you know? You can just press down and it's gonna slowly go down. You'd want to add the tag. Tag at E, tag elevator, add up. To clarify, what I just did was that the left side was adding the up down tag. The middle was to remove all tags, so we'll work on that later. And then the right side is to add the up tag. The stop button right here says it's only down. It only removes down. Now this is where the chain command block comes in. Basically what you want to do here is that you do this and then tag at E, tag elevator, remove, and up. If it needs redstone, you just click it again and it's always active. Now when we do down, so let's wait for it to go down first. That's going to be pretty slow, I guess. See that? So it stops. And when you go up, oh, it stops. See? Pretty smooth. Alright, so now you got the basics. To have it perfectly go down, what you'd want to do is, because, you know, when you have this go down, lag, like you jolt and stuff. So what you'd want to do is that you'd want to play with the down and stop real quick. See, like that, and then you want to go up and stop. So if I play with this, oh. Alright, so right there, you see that? So this is actually the perfect example, because you can walk around without being jolted. What you want to do after that is you'd want to record the coordinates. Alright, so you'd want to do TP and then tilde tilde tilde, which gets your own coordinates. Alright, when you teleport, it gives you these what's it called, coordinates, and you'd want to write them down. Alright, so what I do is that I get another command block. This one is to do floor stop, right? And then what you want to do is you just paste in here. I'd also want a reset function just in case lag gets to your you know, thing. So I'd do a reset right here, set, and then I'd have the thing right there, and then we're gonna do TP at E tag elevator 1. Alright, so what this does is that it just teleports us here all the time. So this is like a reset thing. So when you do this and then teleport that, it goes back down and it's perfect. You'd want to go down here and do execute if entity at E, and then this is where it takes the location. And then the thing is that this doesn't just work like that. What you want to do is that you want to have tag equals elevator, and then do distance away, and then do 0.25. So you can just do always active. And so what you want to do is that it keeps on testing, and so it won't release a redstone comparator signal. So it detects if armor stand is in the perfect location. So when it's there, it should work. And when you go over here, the comparator signal is on. I guess I should say that. So basically, this now detects that this thing now detects that this armor stand is at that level. So now up, down, and it doesn't do that anymore. So the reason why I use a comparator instead of just doing run is that this thing, it doesn't do it forever, you see? So say hi, it only says it one time, which is perfect. So see, only one time. It doesn't have like the run. Like if we say run, say hi, then it keeps on doing that forever, and we don't want that. Just like this stop, you'd want to do, let's do that. So you do control middle mouse button to copy it, and so now it removes down, you see? And so let's say if we go up and then stop, and then if you press down, it stops. Perfect, right? So you'd also want to have a chain command block as well, you know. Same thing basically. Let me just copy this. Alright, and then what you want to do is that you just want to do this. Alright, now what you have is that. Alright, and when you go back up, it stops perfectly. Now if you did, so sometimes if you're playing on a server, or you have like a really laggy world, I guess, like you have a giant world, if you did, then this thing may be off, but then that's why we have a reset right here. Since each floor is 5 blocks basically, what you'd want to do is that you'd want to, let me just do this. You'd actually copy the command. So is this an NBT right here? Yeah. So you'd want to copy the command, go down here and just do 5. Because 10 minus 5 is 5, right? Don't leave the decimal out, right? And so now when it does that, we'll just do that, this, that. Yeah, I messed up. Alright. One block higher, you see? And now what you want to do is that you want to reset this to, instead of 10 but 11. And down here it's 10, it's going to be 11. So I do these floors 5 blocks high. So 4 up here and then 5 up here. And so that would be easier to, you know, detect. So -5, -5. And then if you'd want, I guess you could make the floor smaller or taller, it doesn't matter. But for this demonstration, I'll do 5. Right, so when you go up now, it should work. Perfect. Alright, so now when we go down, just like that. Now, the reason why I have this glass is that we're going to be adding the door function. I mean, you don't have to, it's optional. I'm sorry, I have my texture pack, I have my resource pack on, so everything sounds so bad. Alright, and so now we're actually going to like copy the same thing, but down here. You want to do that, that. Alright, that. You're going to copy the button, because I'm weird. 1, 3. And then you want to do up on the top, down on the bottom, of course, like that, and these things right here, there, right here, and right there. So now it should work perfectly. Don't worry, because see, when you go up, oh yeah, so the thing is that when you go down, it's perfect. You see, you know, go down, perfect. But when you go up, get pushed through. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so let's copy this. Alright, now it's going to be 1.5. This, and it should work now. So the floor under it will be perfect. Alright, looks good. Now all we have to do is just copy this, there, this, and this. Alright, so now it should work. Oh my god, I have so many command blocks. So that's why like everything's so good. Alright, so now if you go up here, so the downside is that I still haven't worked on a call function, so it will go to the floor you want to. So now if you go down, you should go down, and then if you don't like that floor, you can go down even further. Oh, and we don't have buttons. Alright. So now if we go up, yeah, I can't really go up. Alright, you can walk around and do whatever you want. I don't care. So you could do whatever you want with this elevator. Keep watching if you really want to learn how to do the glass door function. It's not that hard, to be honest. So basically what you'd want to do, yeah, I did want to make that as well. So there's this command that does fill, and what it does is that it has a perfect, not perfect, but like you can make a region selection, one here and the one down here, and it'll take everything in between, so it makes a cube. So what you want to do, so for our purpose, we're just going to make these two blocks. So we're going to fill this and these two coordinates. So we're going to do set block first. Yeah, that's different, but we're only here for the coordinates. Alright, so 162, 10, and -83. And let's copy that. And we're going to put like fill, right? So we're going to have the fill and the coordinates. Now that's just only one coordinate. Now I'm going to copy that -1, because, you know, that's just one coordinate under. And then we can do air. Air is just, you know, everything around you. So every time this thing, every time this floor, let's say, it goes down to here, this thing becomes air. And this is for the, this is used for the chain command block. It's going to look like this, just turn a chain, always active. And so now, what you should do is that when you go down here, it should set to air. Awesome, you know, it's so cool. Whoa, you have to use fill command. Alright, so you're going to be doing that for every other thing. So set block, next copy that, there. And now what should happen is that you just do this, air. So I think it should work now. Right, when you go down here, perfect. Oh, and I got a shulker shell. I really like this elevator already. Well, I mean, I did make this elevator. So now we're gonna work on closing, I guess. Thing while you do that. Right, and then you do that. Remember to keep the arrows pointed out in this direction. So instead of air, we just do glass. So whenever this, whenever the up and down function is called, it just fills it back up with glass. like this. Ooh, wow, I never knew that. Oh, so cool. And so basically you just do that with this as well. Oh, it's that thing. Alright. I hate these commands, my dude. Alright, glass. Wait, Quangus, what about going up? It still messes you up. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. Alright, so basically, what you'd want to do is that you want to apply levitation. Now, the way Sir Bob and Simply Stark said it, you have to do it for 1 second and with the amplifier 255. But the problem is that it doesn't do that anymore. Give and chain command block, alright? So now, the way my elevator worked is that I applied levitation 3 seconds for, I think, the amplifier 1. So this is like effect, give, and moving, levitation, 3, 1, down. I press down and do set block, get that. Alright, and then you do TP just in case. So set block is your friend. Alright, and now you should be TP'd perfectly. Now what you'd want to do is that you'd want to go over here, do same thing as the bottom, execute if. But instead of if, you're going to do execute as. So execute as at P, so the nearest player at this location. And so you want to do X equals, and then Y equals, and then Z equals. Alright, and now this is red, right? So what you want to do is that you want to do run, give, instead of MV43, you want to do S. So it means the current entity. So the entity that was already assigned over here, like, so now what you want to do, so now what happens is that you do this, when you press this, you should go up. Now it's not perfect, alright? So you get like kind of pushed back. It's because that's why I made an elevator shaft tube thing, because then you wouldn't be pushed. So yeah, this is basically it, and then you'd want to do that down here as well, but this time it's just 5 blocks under. So Y equals 5. Okay. Alright, so I think this is good. Okay, we can go down and see, perfect. And then when you go up, oh yeah, this is awesome. See, perfect, because this tube right here supports us. It doesn't push us back. You can also hide particles, so I do true at the end. True, alright. And then now we go down. It should work, yeah. So you don't see it. I mean, you do see it, but you don't see it on the top right, or you don't get any particles. So sometimes your elevator like jolts, like if you were like walking and then you suddenly jolt, even though it's stopped at the correct position. So I have a simple fix. What you do is that you do control pick block, and yeah. So basically, you're gonna be copying the this command block, and then you're just gonna be putting it over here. So we're gonna change this one first, which is gonna be a chain, and we place it here and place it here. So this is 11 minus 5 is a 6. So we're just gonna do 6.5, and then it's gonna be 11 minus 10 because 2 5s is 1. So yeah, basically that's how to do it. Yeah, that's pretty simple. So if we go down again, and yeah, that's pretty good. Go back up. Yeah, so I hope you guys found this video useful. Like and subscribe, it would help a lot because I'm trying to get more subscribers than what I already have now. Yeah, and see you guys next time. Bye.